Okay. Well, that's interesting. Hi, guys. How's it going? I'm about to have technical difficulties, so that's pretty cool, I would say. So for some reason, hang on. For some reason, my iTunes playlist is playing through my speakers, but everything else is playing through my headset, so that's pretty annoying. Let's try that again. There we go. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. Hey, now you guys can hear my music, and it's great. How's everybody doing? Sorry I started late. I was laying on my couch and I was playing Breath of the Wild, and then I looked at my clock and I was like, oh fuck. I went over time. Shit, I gotta go stream. So, here I am. I'm alive. Wah. Pizza and garlic bread. Aw, yeah. Did you do the pogo stuff today? I did, and I got like 5 shiny Dratini. So that was pretty cool. And only makes up for the lack of shiny Swablu, like, a little bit. Like, the game was like... I feel bad that you don't have a shiny Swablu, so... Yeah. That's what I did today. I did, yeah. We went up to a park, the park we usually go to do raids and stuff, and Nugget, what was it on this that you wanted me to change? I already forgot. I can just go look up our conversation, but there was one thing you wanted me to fix. Yeah, dude, backgrounds are super fucking hard. Why do you think it's taken me like 6 streams to even get to color on my background thing? But yeah, we went up to a park near my friend's house, and side claw's bigger than. What is beep? Something beeped. I don't. That. All right. Side claws could be bigger. That's okay. Yeah. How about you, Ernest? Did you get to do the Pokemon Go stuff today? Yeah, I got a shiny Dratini on, like, my, like, third Dratini or something like that. Like, we started looking at him, and I was just catching him because I needed him for the badge. And then one of them was pink. There it was. Done. That was it. I think I ended up with 5 total, but I didn't catch the I caught a shiny Dratini near the beginning. I caught one right before we did a Rayquaza raid in the middle of the park. I caught one on our way out of the park to go get lunch, and then I got 2 right before the like literally 10 minutes before the event ended. Oh, you meant the claws. Okay. I understand. You meant this part. I had to stay home and watch my roommate's dog jog, but I got like 4 Dratini. Hey, it's something. You know, it works. Wait, you meant the side claws. Oh my god. I am on full tilt right now. Side claws. Bigger side claws. There we go. I like double checked your comment and I was like, nope, wait. There we go. Alright, I got it. Many people play Pokemon Go with. You'd think the nerds in the engineering college would be all over it, but there's no active Facebook groups and I can't even find a Discord server. That's really sad, actually. I think St. Louis is one of the biggest Pokemon Go communities. I think they're like, I think we're like top 5 Pokemon Go communities in the world, like, or at very least top 10. Like, we're up there on like the biggest communities in the world, so I'm not like surprised it's easy to find people. There were a shit ton of people at the park. It was wild. When we first got there, we got there a little bit early. We got there at noon in case people were there to do not choosing a value in between. I wanted to see what size it was before I removed it. And I'll just break it for print. So, yeah. When I played Ingress back in 2015, the community was really small there too. That's weird. Yeah, we went to the park and there weren't really any people there, so we just drove around and I was catching all the Swablu I could possibly get my hands on, and of course none of them were yellow, but I caught them anyway. And then when the event was ready to start, we went and pulled up to this big like bandstand that's near the middle of the park, and there were people there. I actually didn't get the badge for it though, because I couldn't get Sylph Road to load to make an account to have the guy check me in, so I didn't get the little badge, which is sort of unfortunate, but I was there. I did it. Yeah, we got, I didn't get the Rayquaza that we only did one raid that day, during the event. Just because, it was hilarious though, because there were like literally like 200 people just standing around this one bench in the park, and like, wild. People were just all like parked along the street and everything, and at first it was fine, like it was like just people walking in circles around the middle of the park, because it was like, there was like a walkway, you know, like you drive in on this little road, and there's like, you know, grass and stuff on the sides here and trees and whatever, but as you come in, there's like this round area that's like a pond with like some buildings, and then there's a little bandstand, so people were just walking in circles around the middle of the park, and it was really nice. People were super cool, like everyone was super friendly, and like, you know, you'd be standing there picking up some Dratini that had just spawned at like, you know, a statue of a, you know, important military general or something, you know, whatever's in the park. And all of a sudden from like the other end of the park, you heard somebody go, "Oh, I got a shiny!" Like everyone was like so hyped. It was great. And then we left and got food and caught some stuff while we were out getting food, but we mostly just went and got food. And then we went back to the park to finish the event, and then it was kind of a nightmare, and the park ranger started chasing people out, because basically people were like double parking all over the park, and so it was like impossible to drive because people were just like basically drunk driving all over the park, because none of them were paying attention to what they were doing, and they were all just driving and playing on their phones. And the park is like a 10-mile-an-hour drive. Like, you can drive through the park, and it's like 10 miles an hour, so it's perfect for Pokemon Go, because you can just kind of coast through the park, and if you stay off to the sides, people can just get around you if they need. But like, since there were like 200 some people in the park, which is like way more than there usually is, people were just like nearly drifting into each other. They were like, people were blocking each other into the sides, and like we were at a spot for a little while where we had pulled over to grab, like, there were like 3 Dratinis and a Swablu next to a bench, so we just pulled the car over and parked and you know, did our thing, and this red truck comes up next to us and just like blocks us in, basically. So and we were looking at him like, "Excuse me, do you have to sit there? Like, do you have to double park next to us?" And they started laughing at us. So my friend who was driving pulled her car up and forward a little bit so that she was blocking them from getting out, and then basically they had to wait to move until we moved. It was awesome. She was real mad. Nobody got arrested as far as I know, but like the park ranger basically drove through with his lights on, so people got scared and left. That was like right at the end of the event though. I don't think people started to get crazy till the end, and the problem was it was raining today, so like before it started raining, or it wasn't raining too hard, people were out of their cars walking around, but once it started to rain, people just got in their cars and started driving. And it was just disorganized chaos after that. So, gave Jack some DIY fish food today. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad that they liked it. What's it made out of? I've never made my own fish food. Steve is completely in it to win it for the, totally in it to win it for the, earthworms now. He is, like, ready and excited. Like, he'll take them right out of my hands now. I don't have to, like, you know, trick him into eating them or wait, like, watch him. I can just literally walk up to the tank and just be like, and he, like, freaks out. He's like, "Yes? Food? Please? Now?" So, you know, that's a good start. Good. Finally understands how to worms. Yeah, so it was fun. We had a good time. We just, like I said, we walked around at the park for a little while, and then it started to rain, so we drove around the park for a little bit, went and got food, and then came back and just kind of finished the event. Me and my one friend were joking around pretty much the whole time, though, because I got a shiny. I was the first one to get a shiny. I got it on, like, my 10th, like my 10th kit encounter or something. And then, like, 10 minutes later, our other friend, or, like, our mutual friend, got it. Got one, too. And so then we just, like, the whole first lap around the park, the only friend, like, my friend who hadn't gotten a shiny yet, every time she clicked on one, she'd go, hey, guys, guess what? Not shiny. Hey, guys, guess what? It's not shiny. Oh, wow, look! It's not shiny. And she was just being really sarcastic the whole time about the fact that she didn't have a shiny Dratini yet. And then, of course, me and the other girl got our second shinies. And then we were like, oh no, I swear to God, if she doesn't get a shiny during this event, I'm gonna feel so bad, because I have 2 now. And she finally got one, but then I started doing it, because every time I clicked on a Swablu, it was like, oh guys, look! A blue Swablu! Wow, amazing. So I was counting them as I went. I'm up to 812, I think. I think I'm up to 812 Swablus, so... I may have 5 Dratini, but there is still a golden bird-shaped hole in my heart. Bunch of stuff, I can grab the package. Ooh, neat. Yes, Steve finally learned how to eat things. Oh, the shiny rate was like 1 in 28. I mean, that would make sense. There were, our mutual friend was, she got 8, I think, by the end of the event. The thing is, like, I only wanted 3. Like, I wanted, like, since I knew the catch rate was low, my goal was kind of to get, you know, a whole bunch. And the reason for that was that I wanted one of each. So I have a Dratini, a Dragonair, and a Dragonite in shiny. But I don't know what to do with the 4th and 5th one. I mean, I guess I'll just evolve them into Dragonites, just for the hell of it, but I only wanted one of each, so... I have 1,300 Swablu candy, so I could evolve, like, 3 Swablus, and it would be great. Night in the Woods, that's another game you need to play. So, yeah, somebody suggested Night in the Woods before. I'm not that interested in playing it, to be perfectly honest. I watched, Manga Minx play it, RPG Minx, I don't know which one she goes by now, I've known her since she was both, so... I watched Minx play it, and it was kind of cute, but it was more the kind of game I preferred to just sit and watch be played. I didn't really find any of the characters that likable. I didn't connect with any of them on any level, so it was sort of just the humor of Minx playing it and doing the voices for the characters that I enjoyed, but I didn't really, I don't know. I guess I didn't really connect with it that much, and I've already seen the game. I don't know if there's multiple endings or whatever, but, like, I've already seen a playthrough of the game, and I just don't know if I'm interested in playing it. I don't know why. Just... Your fish food is made from more fish, that sounds about right. Fish meal, salmon, spinach, kelp, alfalfa, spirulina, and then several vitamins and more microorganisms. I don't know if it was officially suggested in I don't know if it was officially suggested in the game recommendations tag, so I don't. No, I'm not upset about it. I'm letting you know. I think I may have addressed this already at some point. Just not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't a game that really appealed to me, I guess. The art style is kind of cute. I'm enamored with it, I guess. The ending seemed kind of meh. Or the ending, I don't know if it's a multiple ending kind of game. But. I just don't know why it's taking me so back to finish my thought on Pokemon Go. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get a shiny Swablu. Like, I don't know what the encounter rate is in Pokemon Go for shinies normally, but like, I don't know, 800 seems like a lot. 800 Swablu, a lot of Swablu. Especially since I know people who got it as like their like 16th encounter or their whatever, but like I haven't had this much trouble with a shiny before in anything. I think I'm going exponentially though. I think that's what's happening because like so my first shiny in Pokemon Go was a shiny Magikarp, and I got it at like 115 encounters. And the only reason I hadn't really gotten it prior to that was just because I didn't really Magikarp all that often. The second one I got was a shiny Duskull, and I farmed them at a park near my house, or near my work, and, because they were a nest, and I got my Duskull on 422, so, like, that's, like, a little more than double, so now I'm expecting to get my Swablu soon, because now I'm at 800. Like, I'm gonna keep going exponentially, so the next one's gonna be, like, 1,600 encounters, and you know, whatever the next shiny is that I hunt for, it's gonna be, like, 600, 1,600 encounters. I'm just waiting for it. You know, it's gonna happen any day now. I've gotten 500, so it's gotta happen soon. I saw Poochyena was shiny for the event, Year of the Dog thing, but I wasn't that interested in shiny Poochyena. I don't really care for Poochyena all that much. I don't hate Poochyena, it's just not my favorite. But when I saw it was shiny, I was just kind of like, eh. Alright. And then and then today I went to, it's a little too early to be, like, planting stuff, but, today I went to Lowe's and got, planter boxes for out on my porch. So I'm kind of excited about that, actually. I basically got planter boxes that I got little brackets for, so I hung them from the railing. They're on the inside of the porch, obviously, but I hung them from the railing, so they don't take up as much space on the ground. So, when spring comes, and I can start actually planting shit, I can maybe grow some stuff out on my porch, so that'll be cool. Problem with Dratini is its whole family has super ugly shiny sprites. I really like shiny Dragonair. I think shiny Dragonair is really pretty. The problem is that shiny Dragonite looks like garbage. It's such an ugly, like, mint color. I always name my shiny Dragonite, not that I've had multiple shiny Dragonites in the past, but if I were to have a shiny Dragonite, I would name it Elliot, after the dragon from Pete's Dragon, because it looks just like Dragon from Pete's Dragon. I'm like 90% sure that's why they colored it that. Like, if they colored them on, like, I know they didn't, but if they had colored them on purpose, that's totally why. It's so ugly, though. Gizmo likes to chew on the roots. I have a nice little balcony, so I got some like standing boxes that are a little bit deeper on Amazon, and they're supposed to come tomorrow and Monday. I actually saw this cool method for growing potatoes, where you basically take two plastic, like, 10-gallon, like, just plastic pots, and you just get plastic planters, just basic. You have to get the real cheap stuff, or else you can't cut it. But you basically take one pot and you, like, so you get your pot. And you basically cut a hole out so that you just have these little tabs. You know, you end up with, like, it's almost like a hole. You get these holes in the side, and then you nest it inside another bucket, and then just grow your potatoes in there. And so when your potatoes are all grown, you just pull this pot out, and you can basically fish all your potatoes out of the sides without having to, like, dig them up. And then you can pull the pot out and look at them and see if they're developed enough, and if you don't like the way they look, you can just put them back in. So that's pretty cool. Cactuses are actually super hardy. Yeah, cactuses are a pretty good, with pets, a pretty good with pets plant. Because either they're sharp and pointy and the animals don't want to go anywhere near them, or they're just squishy and, like, are really resistant to damage. Like succulents, don't usually give a shit if you break them a little bit. I've cut so many branches off my jade plant, and it literally does not care. It just is like, oh, fine. Alright, I'll throw some leaves somewhere else then, I guess. Cactuses are really easy to take care of, too. The only problem with cactuses is that you have to wear thick gloves while you're, if you ever have to repot them, because they will stab the shit out of you. They do not care. So yeah, I have a whole bag of pepper seeds that I actually harvested off a pepper I got at the grocery store, so I'm gonna try to plant those. I think I have to start them indoors sometime early March in order for them to be grown enough for the end of March. So I think the last frost in St. Louis is sometime late March, early April. So I'm gonna start some of my seeds in March and then go from there. Had one Gizzo knocked it over and shoot it up. That's actually awesome that you can have a cat in your dorm. Oh, that works. That'll do it. That's how I keep myself functional. Sometimes that's what you gotta do, man. I wouldn't, I don't think I'd be as mentally healthy as I am right now without this little gizmo over here. Oh, I just used your animal's name to describe my animal. Yeah, without my little nerd over here. She actually didn't... Usually she comes in here, and she's doing it now that I brought her blanket in here, but she's decided that the gray plush blanket is hers now, so wherever the gray plush blanket is, Shay will now go. And, so I had it on the bed in the bedroom the other night, because she fell asleep on the comforter, and it got really cold in my room, but I couldn't pull the comforter up to, like, you know, shield myself from the cold because she was sleeping on it, so I went in the living room and got the plush blanket off the back of the couch, and, just used that, and it was fine, like, it wasn't a big deal. I, like, sleepy drunk stumbled into the kitchen and then came back. But, the next morning, she was asleep on the blanket with me, and I left it in there, and so last night when I was playing Guild Wars with my dad and my sister, she didn't come into the bedroom to sit with me because she was on her blanket in the bedroom, so she just was in there. And now that's where she lives. She goes wherever the blanket goes. So the blanket's in the bedroom now. It's next to my laptop, so that's where she's sitting. She's looking out the window into nothingness because it's dark out and she can't see anything, but she's looking out anyway. And yeah, anxiety meds help too. Anxiety meds for me mostly just help my brain talk to my body correctly. Because otherwise they don't like to communicate. My brain and my body do not wish to speak to one another sometimes. Like, they gotta get on the... I gotta, like, get them on the same page sometimes. That's cool that your college was, like, chill with that. That they didn't try to, like, fight you on it or anything. Like, I don't know if they fought you or anything on it, but it's cool that you got to do it, to bring your emotional support pet. I've never known anybody with an emotional support animal. I've known a couple people with, like, working dogs, like, service dogs, but not, like, emotional support animals. So, I don't know what all goes into getting somebody to allow you to bring your animal somewhere. Stairs are also weirdly difficult to... Stairs are just obnoxious, because you have to, like... You have to constantly be checking, like, the length of the stairs. They're really goofy. Yeah. I spend a lot of time when I'm drawing stairs. When I draw stairs, I often forget to draw the, I often forget to draw the sides of the stairs. Like, I always want to draw the tops, and then I'm like, nope, I'll draw the sides also. But can't just draw the tops of the stairs. I had to give them a note plus Giz's vet records. That makes sense. I feel like, this is off topic. I was just kind of thinking about things I was thinking about earlier, but, I was kind of thinking I might make a different going live, notification for Stack Saturday specifically. Maybe like a, you know, one with the axolotl playing games or something, like maybe like, you know, drawing like with a roller or something for, game nights, and then maybe one with him sitting with a bowl of popcorn for, movie night. I don't know how movie night's gonna work, or if it's gonna be like a long-term, because we haven't really even gotten to do a movie night. It was fun when I did it with Cass, but I don't know if that's gonna be something you guys are interested in, but I want to try it at least once and just see what you guys think of it. Because if it's something you guys would be up for like one time a month, I want to stick with that. Otherwise, we'll just make it all game nights, but I thought it might be something a little bit different, so we're not always, you know, every Saturday doing Jackbox all the time, you know, a little something different. Yeah, it was really cool when we did it with Cass. We all just hung out in her chat room on Rabbit and just watched a movie. It was cool. I have no idea what the movie title was, though. I kind of zoned out partway through it because I was doing something and I got distracted, but it was cool. It was fun, you know, kind of talking through it and joking and whatever. Plus, you're not, like, since it's all text, you know, it's all messages, it's not like you're talking over the movie, you know? Without the anxiety meds, I feel like I'm constantly in fight or flight mode. I'm just gonna constantly if something's wrong and I'm worried. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I get kind of like that, so like I know what you're talking about for sure. Like, I get I get into these modes, and I think it's a symptom of anxiety. So I think that's why my anxiety medicine helps it. But I get into these states where like I'm really anxious about something, like, you know, something bad happened at work and I'm upset about it, and, you know, I want to cry a little bit because I'm stressed out, so I cry, and I allow myself to cry because I can't think of anything else but that, so just let the emotion out. And once I've had a good hard cry and I've talked to like a coworker about it or something, or, you know, a family member or whatever it was, like my brain goes, okay, we've cried, someone understands our problems, let's go back to work, let's focus on something else and actually get something done today, or whatever we're doing, or like, okay, let's go get a drink of water because now you're good. But my body is still like, and so I'm still crying. Like my body is just continuing to produce tears even after my brain has relaxed, and I still feel like I'm dying a little bit. And that's where the anxiety medicine comes in, because it helps my brain tell my body, it's okay, we are good, you have cried, you are happy. Or you might not be happy, but you are safe and it's okay. You know, that's sort of how my anxiety works now. It used to be worse than that, but getting on medicine and having gone to therapy for a little while helped. It more or less helped me identify the problem I was having, and now that I sort of understand the way my brain works, life is a little bit easier. I find it's a little bit easier once you know what's going on. At least you have an explanation for it. You know, I've found the I found the closed eye hallucinations a lot easier to manage now that I have a name for them. Thank you, Cass, for that. For labeling my my weird, stupid brain nonsense from me. Human brains aren't the greatest. Oh my god, yeah, anxiety plus depression, that's gotta be wild. I don't think I've ever been, like, clinically depressed. I think I have had moments of depression, but I don't think I am or ever have been, like, clinically depressed to the point I have to take medicine all the time for it. Like, I don't think I've ever taken medicine for depression, to be honest. Like, I think there was a point in my life where things were not great in my head, and I did not feel like things were the way they needed to be, but I don't know that I've ever been depressed. I think my problems have been more anxiety, but I can't imagine having both at the same time. That's gotta be a trip and a half. Brains are weird and dumb. I don't know why human brains are like this. Amazing how much brains want to just self-implode. Hey, line art! Look guys, I did a thing. And it's only 9 o'clock. Well, I say only 9 o'clock like we're not going to switch to games at 10. Well, last time we switched to games at 9:30, but I think since I started a little late, I might go till like 9:45. So like maybe another 45 minutes of art. One half says nothing matters. I just want to lay in bed, and the other half is breaking down because nothing is getting done. Yup. And that'll do it. That's gonna bug absolutely fucking shit out of me. Alright, we gotta fix a thing. Because that tangent is not okay. Dear Christ. I kind of feel like maybe I should recap. Yeah, definitely. It's good to hear that all that stuff's helping. So often people don't like get what they need, and they can't, based on their circumstances or based on rules or whatever. Like they can't get the thing that they need. The knee. I don't know if you guys even have any idea what I'm looking at, but like. This spot right here, the back of the leg is kind of like this. And so this line here isn't really intersecting enough, and it look flat, but I'm trying to figure out how to pull it up a little bit, just so that it's not quite so... Like it would have to... If I just brought... this whole part of the part, leg, just bugging the shit out of me because like it's not really wrong, it's just it doesn't look visually appealing, yes, is what I would say. That looks better. Oh yeah, that bugs me a lot less. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't really wrong, it just didn't look nice, you know? Hey, meds for Asperger's, it's amazing how focused and good I feel whenever I actually take it. Yep. I always forget to take my medicines, to be honest. Like, I only take 2 and I always forget. One of them is much more important than the other one and I just... And I don't even know why, because they're like, it's every night. Every night right before bed, gotta do it, but for some reason I always, like, skip a day. Usually it's Saturday. Usually I mess up Saturdays. I don't need it all the time, so I just kind of have it there for when I get into a bad mental place. Yeah, I think that's maybe why I don't take my anxiety medicine that much. It's because I don't always need it. I mostly need it when my brain and body disconnect and I can't stop crying. That's mostly when I need it. Because, you know, like I said, when I get into those states, I know I don't need to be crying anymore, but my body's like, no! But things are still bad and stuff. My body's dumb. The other one I have to take every day. That's fun. Alright. I don't like when the thumbnail doesn't update, because I'm like, shit, did I hit save? Alright, so there's one. I'm gonna do mages, because I don't really have the patience for missiles right now. We're just not gonna do Lauren's commission right now. I'll do it another. Health-related meds as well, so I have to take a handful of pills every night. Ugh. Like a handful of pills. I would tell you what my other medicine is, but long story short, it's birth control, and I don't know that you guys necessarily want to hear about that, so... Just so you know, that's what I'm talking about. But I have to take that every day, and... I don't, because I'm dumb. I don't have any, like, serious, like, health-related issues at the moment that I know of. I don't go to the doctors that much. I can't really afford to go to the doctors, so I don't. I don't feel like I need to spend a shit ton of money to have the doctor tell me that I am overweight. So... Honestly, Ernest, usually what I do for swallowing pills, and maybe it's because my pills are kind of tiny, I don't know about bigger pills, but when I swallow pills, I fill my mouth with water, and then I tilt my head back like I'm gonna start gargling. I drop the pills into my mouth, and then I just swallow the water. You know, so you kind of almost, like, suspend the pill in the water in your mouth so that it doesn't get stuck on your tongue or anything. Because I find whenever I try to take, like, bigger pills, and I put, like, if I ever have to take, like, you know, antibiotics or something, like, when I had my sinus infection, the antibiotics were kind of hard to swallow, and if I put them directly on my tongue, my brain was just like, no, don't swallow it, don't do it, it's big, don't. That's what my brain sounds like. It has a strange accent. So, like, kind of suspending them in the water in my mouth helped, but, yeah, no, yeah. Oh my god, Nugget, you were, like, godlike. I can't take medicine without a drink. I have to have some sort of liquid to take my medicine. Inevitably, if I try to do it without water, it gets stuck. Something doesn't go right. I think that... Apple, I think that makes you a some sort of demigod. Master of pill taking. Hey, you know, sometimes you got that. Sometimes that's the thing. That was some quality A+ commentary right there in response to something that someone said. Sometimes you got a thing. Like, every time I try to swallow pill, my brain's like, no, do not swallow the rock-like object. Yes. I have to use water and eat beforehand. One of mine makes me sick if I do it on an empty stomach. Yeah, I used to be able to take, like, ibuprofen without eating first, and now I can't. I have to at least have, like, something, like a small thing. Usually I eat, like, a cracker or something just to put something in my stomach for the ibuprofen, just because, like, my stomach's like, no, why would you do this to me? Those are stupid. So. Because it's totally, you're, like, some people totally have that, like, natural reaction, like you just described. Like, your brain is like, why are you swallowing something shaped like a rock? Don't do it! Do not put the rocks in your mouth! And you're like, brain, it's okay. I dread the day I ever have to give Shay pills. She was alright with the eardrops when she had an ear infection, because I could just hold her down and just put the drops in her ears and then let her go. But I don't know how I'm gonna do, like, medicine if she ever, you know, eventually, because I know I have accepted the fact that someday she's gonna need me for medication or something. You know, all animals get sick at some point, and just, she has such a hard time with me doing anything near her mouth. Like, she barely lets me brush her, which is a problem because one of her back teeth definitely has some kind of junk on it, and I can't get it off because she won't open her mouth enough for me to get it. You want food with ibuprofen anyway because it can erode your stomach lining. I think that's why I got sick the last time I did it without food, but yeah. Yep, so not a good plan in general, and food is a good idea with ibuprofen. Had to give his meds for his fungal infection, and that was a nightmare. Yeah. I fiddle with her mouth a lot now. Whenever I'm petting her and we're, like, laying in bed, sometimes I'll try to touch her mouth just so she gets used to me petting her near the mouth. It does not stop her from fighting me, when I try to brush her teeth. She won't even let me, like, even without the toothbrush, she won't let me put my hands near her mouth. It's not just the toothbrush. Like, the other night she was laying on me and I noticed she still had that food junk on her teeth, and so you know, I tried to lift her lips up just to scrape it off with my fingernail, and she, like, was like, excuse me, don't put your hand in my mouth, what are you doing? She didn't, like, bite me or anything, she just clamped her mouth shut and was like, don't you dare. I feel like I've gotten lucky because I haven't had to take Waffle to the vet yet whatsoever. He's been totally fine for 2 years. Yeah. I mean, Steve only got sick that one time because, and I don't know how often Salamander, but, like, Steve, you know, he only got sick because the water quality's bad here, and I didn't know it. He was unhappy, you were unhappy, it was just not a good time. Yep. So, one of these nights I'm gonna try to fight her on it again, but she's been a little skittish this week, like, she won't... Usually she loves to be picked up, but she's been a little bit skittish when I come to try to pick her up. Like, unless she comes to me and asks to be picked up, she won't let me do it this week, so I think she's like, okay, you held me down and attempted to brush my teeth, I don't want to come near you now, because I don't want you to do it again. So I'm kind of trying to let her relax a little bit, and then next week I'll try it again. I don't really know how else to get her to, like, not clamp her mouth shut when I'm trying to brush her teeth or, you know, whatever. Not that you need to do too much stuff in a cat's mouth up until then, but you just... I could catch her when she's, like, asleep or something. Although usually she wakes up if I, like, so... I'm so grateful, though, that the water quality was the issue for Steve, because the medicine the guy gave, the vet gave me, one of them was like an oral medicine, so you had to dissolve it in water and then use, like, a syringe with no needle and, like, spray it into his mouth, and Steve was not about that. Like, Steve likes to put stuff in his mouth, but he was not about having a syringe put anywhere. And he would not open his mouth. And then the second thing was like an anti-inflammatory in case his stomach was upset, but that one had to be injected right into the stomach lining. So you had to like, or not near the stomach lining. I don't really know where it was supposed to go, which is why I didn't do it. But the vet gave me like a syringe with an actual needle on it and gave me the medicine, like, and was like, yeah, just, you know, fill the syringe up to this line and then poke him under his armpit and, you know, inject him with it. And I was like, no. Excuse me? You want me to what now? You want me to what with a what? Would try bribing her with good food. She does like rotisserie chicken, so maybe one of these nights, maybe even tomorrow night, because I've been eating junk food. Maybe I'll pick up hers by fiddling with my mouth again. Just, if I touch you in the face, you get a piece of chicken. She's just gonna steal the chicken off my plate. She did time to do it. Yeah, so Steve was not about that life. He did not want me to inject anything into anything, and I was like, nope. Yeah, not... Sorry, buddy. Not gonna... stab you with things. So, luckily, in the end, it ended up being the water, and doing that fixed it. You want her to think humans sticking fingers in mouth, I get chicken, this is good. Yeah. Yeah, I think I gotta get her with something. Actually, it's funny, though. I get her, the brand. They're, I think there's some kind of, like, supermarket brand. They come in a blue and pink package. They're like soft fish, like, they're not Friskies. They're some kind of like Whisker Lickens or something. But they're a soft treat. We always got them for my mom's cat, so when I got Shay, I picked up a bag for her. And she loves them. She won't eat any other treats. She doesn't mind greenies. I got her little cat greenie, or my dad got her cat greenies as like a Christmas present, which was cute. But she loves those. She likes the greenies. She just, like, I got her, like, nice treats, quote unquote. Like, I got her, like, Blue Buffalo, like, good treats or whatever, and she hates them. Maybe the other things. Thing is, Waffle is weird, and he doesn't quite do things like people say a lot of bearded dragons do. Like, he's a really picky eater, which is unusual for them. He shows literally no signs of being sick with his sunken eyes and lethargy. He's just weird. It's weird. Your Waffle is a strange Waffle. What's up, Jace? How's it going? We're line arting and talking about pets and putting fingers in pets' mouths. Gizmo just used the cat tray I got him finally. He got up on top, rubbed his face on it, and then jumped down again. Hey, that's a good start. My cat didn't like the cat tray I got her at all. She didn't like it because she didn't like the fabric that was on it, so I stripped all the fabric off of it and stapled new carpet on it. And then she was sort of interested in it, but still wasn't that wild about it, and I was kind of mad. I was like, oh, come on. I spent all weekend busting my ass trying to get your stupid tree reupholstered, and you just don't care. And now she sleeps in it sometimes. Like, but it took her a little while to get used to it. I don't think she really understood the whole premise of a cat tree. She actually, I had this little green Ottoman I had in college that stored all the GameCube controllers, all the Wii controllers in, and we always like spilled stuff on it, you know, kind of a footrest also, so at times it just, you know, drinks got spilled or somebody set something down on it, so it's kind of stained on top, and I was gonna throw it out, but then Shay started scratching it, so I was like, alright, well, you can have the cube now. So now the green Ottoman cube thing is all shredded on the one side because she didn't scratch on. I'm pretty sure it was like 20 bucks at, like, you know, Target or something. And it was just old and we never used it, so I wasn't using it anymore, so I scratches on it now. Waffles dives from his tank onto a pillow below his tank, which is on on my dresser, and he frequently does this, just runs around the room. That sounds adorable. Flop. Have you seen that video on Tumblr, Nugget, of the, that person's bearded dragon, and he, like, puts a dish of, like, worms or whatever out, and, like, voice acts for the lizard, and the lizard keeps jumping for the dish, and just can't quite reach it? If you haven't seen that, I'll post it in the Discord. First laying on my wardrobe, on my jeans, or under the bed in my duffel bag. That's adorable. Oh, yeah, let's look it up. I actually don't even know what I would search for that. I'll find it later. I think it's in my likes somewhere, and I'll send it to you. It's just a good impaired video. Yeah, the lizard keeps leaping for the, like, he keeps trying to jump from his tank onto the desk and just keeps missing. But the guy does some really funny commentary for the... I think it's a weird... If anybody feels like looking it up, we'll watch it, but... Real fucking windy out. I just don't feel like digging around on YouTube on stream, so I'll find it. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Tumblr. I've seen it a couple times, so I'll look it up and send it to you because I don't remember where I saw it. Like I don't remember if it had a name or something. I've seen the one where the lizard runs out of his tank after blueberries. That sounds adorable. That nice slime rancher. I love this game. I really didn't expect to like Slime Rancher as much as I did, but it's just just a relaxing. I miss it. Except for the tar. The tar were very stressful. What do you guys want to play tonight? I was gonna see if I could get Axolotl to do a poll instead of trying to use the website I had. I thought the website I had was gonna be good, but yeah, it wasn't that great. So, might, hey Dyer, what's going on? So I might see if Axolotl can run a poll, but there's not that many of you, so maybe pick one. You guys seem to like the Monster Seeking Monster, so I'd be up for that again if you guys like that one. Monster Seeking Monster is pretty close to a good alternative for Town of Salem, at least until I can figure out how to do Town of Salem on stream. Out of Jackbox? Yeah. Alright, we can start with that one then. If we start to get tired of that one, or if it, you know, not enough people for it, then we'll do something different, but, yeah, do it. Keep on drawing. see where everybody's at. I'm not gonna start until we'll probably switch to games at like 9:45. Want to do? I think I'm making some pretty good headway on these commissions. That's good. Nobody wanted anything with a background this time, so that helps. I don't mind doing stuff with backgrounds for you guys. Like, I enjoy it. It takes way longer. Stuff with backgrounds is always thing. Not a bad thing, just something that... Hooray! Popping off the stack. Aw, yeah. I think the majority of you guys are here right now, which is awesome. A couple faces I think I'm missing, but, you know, it's a good party size. We're just having a party. It's Stack Saturday. And now it is a hair quieter. Hey, Charmander, what's going on? Applesauce, I love it. Oh, you guys are great. I figure, but it's cute. I like it. It's fun. Saw Black Panther with my boyfriend today, and I saw Jumanji with a couple other friends today as well. Oh, that's fun, though. I heard both of those were great. Jumanji, of course, being the surprise good one of the two. Because everybody thought Jumanji was going to be stupid, and I heard it was very good. And I've heard nothing but good things about Black Panther. I'm gonna go see it. Where a friend of mine from work and I are going to see that next weekend? Yes, on Sunday next weekend. Silly and well made, yeah. Like, it wasn't, what I was hearing was that it was not, like, you know, the best film of 2017 or anything, or 2018, but it was a good time, you know? And half the time that's what you want in a movie, you know? You just want to have a good time. It doesn't have to be award-winning and, you know, just moving and amazing. Sometimes you just want to go have a silliness. No spoilers on Black Panther, by the way. I haven't gone to see it yet. By the way, yeah. Never tried to be the best film, I just wanted to be fun. Yeah. The main antagonist is super cute IMO. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh boy. I can believe that word, and I'll hold you to those standards. I'm excited. Yeah, we're going to see it next weekend. We were gonna go see it. I was gonna try to go see it this weekend, but my friend got busy. She was doing some stuff tomorrow, and Sundays are easy for her to go see movies. So we were gonna go tomorrow, but she had made plans already. So next weekend it is. I don't mind waiting. It's easier to get good seats. Less people if you wait until a couple weeks after opening week anyway. I've heard really good things. Like, I've heard it was really good. I've only heard one person so far say it was bad. And it was a person on my Facebook who is generally a rather opinionated individual. And it was not, like, I don't mean that in a rate like that he's racist or anything, because he's definitely not. It's just, like, he has very strong opinions about things, and so if he doesn't like something, he will let you know that he doesn't like it. Kind of deal. Definitely, I realized that the way I said that made it sound like he'd be racist, but it definitely was not a race thing. He just didn't like the movie and made it very obvious, not like, for some reason. Yeah, he just, one of those. I don't know what he was looking for, honestly. Like, no spoilers, but make sure to stay for all the credits if you can. I always stay till the lights come back on. I'm no schlock. I know how it goes. Gotta stay for everything. It's a Marvel movie, man. I stay till the end of the credits for every movie now, just in case, because of Marvel. Marvel is like 90% of the reason I credits now, because every movie I'm like, are they gonna have an end credit? Ooh, that was fun. Was that a thunder or was that a wind? Either way, we're going to press the save button. Hang on, let me look up the local weather and see if we're supposed to have a thunderstorm tonight, because that could get interesting. Okay, oh, they're just, okay, yeah, it was just high wind tonight. It must have been something blowing outside then. And then again, I really had... Dude, it's so hard to sit through some of those long movies now. Oh my god. Oh, Eyelash, please. Eyelash, why do you do this to me? Please. Eyelashes, why are you like this? Woo! Fun! Steve evolved into a Quagsire and busted out and is now raiding the fridge. Yeah, dude. I'd believe it. Feels like every blockbuster tries to be 2 to 3 hours long now. It gets really I get really antsy after a movie is more than 5.5. Yeah. For sure. I don't even mind, like, 2-hour movies. It's this, like, going on 3 thing that's starting to get... I don't usually use many layers, but I'm kind of making all the layers for this background just to make sure nothing gets messed up. That's not a bad plan, honestly. That's part of the reason why I use so many layers, is just so that, like, I can kind of fiddle. Some of it's to make sure I don't have to redo my work. Like, especially when I'm doing line art stuff, I'll do a bunch of different line art layers. Like, I haven't been this time because I haven't really needed it, but if I feel like I'm gonna be drawing on top of something that I think looks pretty good right now, I have to create another layer for myself. That's not great, but it's what I wanted, so... I had a really hard time with the Hobbit movies for that reason. They were just so fucking long. I didn't even think they were bad movies. It was just like, can we get on with it already? Why is this movie so fucking long? If I weren't in a movie theater, I would have been checking my watch every, like, 4 seconds. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like the Hobbit movies, and I thought they were just kind of okay. I didn't think they were great, but, you know, I had a good enough time watching them. But, like, oh my god. Why are you 3 hours? Can you not, though? First Hobbit was 169 minutes. The thing, my opinion with the Hobbit movies, though, is that, like, it was gonna be really hard to do to get the whole thing. Yeah, they did add a lot of unnecessary stuff. The thing is, like, on the one hand, they already had so much material to work with, but on the other hand, it, like, wasn't really enough for a whole movie. Or it was too much for one movie, but it was, like, not enough to spread it out. The Hobbit just, I don't think, is a good choice for a movie. Just in general, I just don't think that book was suited for a movie. In my opinion. Well, they just did 2 they could have done way better. Yeah. In some sense, yeah, I would agree with that. I don't understand why they ended the second movie. That was a really stupid place to break that off. No? They were just such awkwardly paced movies. I don't really remember the book all that well either, so, like, I don't have anything to base my opinion on, like, what they could have done differently, because I don't really remember the pacing of the book either, but it just feels like it wasn't a good choice for a movie. Just in general. Smog was the best part of that movie. Just the best part of those movies in general. Smog was such a well-designed character, I feel. Like, I liked the look of the dragon, I liked the way he sounded, I liked the way he acted, I really enjoyed Smog. Yeah, I don't really remember what his... I've read the book, I just haven't read it in a while, but I don't really remember what his significance was in the plot. It wasn't like in Lord of the Rings, where, like, you had to have a hobbit carry the ring because they were least likely to be corrupted, but, like, I don't really remember what Bilbo's role was. No, I don't remember what it was that he was supposed to be doing for them. Hobbits carried the ring because they were a neutral party among the council. See, I thought, and again, I don't really know enough of the deep lore of Lord of the Rings, but I thought the reason that the hobbits had to carry the ring was because they're like low magic creatures, and so the ring's power is not very strong when it's with a hobbit. Whereas if you give the ring to Gandalf, he's, like, incredibly powerful and very dangerous with it. Because the ring can use Gandalf's power or something. I thought that's how it worked, but I don't, like I said, I've never really read into the deep lore, so I don't really know that much about Lord of the Rings. I've seen the movies a couple times, and I've seen I've read The Hobbit, so. Hobbits care more for home than wealth. The ring has less to offer the hobbits than it does for others. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the giant eagles are cool. People wouldn't think, oh, the hobbits are trying to use the ring to gain power to overwhelm someone, but you say that, but look at Smeagol. I guess that's true. Like I said, I don't know the deep lore, so I don't know. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, the Shadow of Mordor games are apparently breaking so much lore, they're great. Why the eagles can't just fly the group in Lord of the Rings to Mordor? Eagles are led by Manwë, who is actually a god. Interesting. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I thought that, like, the eagles and, like, the wizards are, like, ridiculously powerful, so if you give the rings to them, it's, like, stupid powerful in their hands. Well, there's just a lot of reasons. Just... Lord of the Rings, man. They got a lot of lore going on. I don't think I ever need that much lore for anything I'm ever building, man. 80% of the time you guys ask me a question about my animal, my species, and I'm like, 'cause birds. I want to have that much lore for mine just cuz. Why are Jado so cute? Because birds. That's it. Reason. You don't need another reason, that's it. Just the birds are cute. I kind of want to have lore somewhere in between Lord of the Rings and, like... Can't even think of something. Like, less like Lord of the Rings, though. I don't know. Lord of the Rings is kind of a little much for me, but, like... I don't know, I like looking into the lore of stuff, like Skyrim, it was fun, and, like, Elder Scrolls, it was fun reading through the lore for those games. But a lot. Worst thing that happened during that discussion was, why is Gandalf so obsessed with the Shire? He obviously had a sack. Oh, jeez. He does go back to the Shire a lot, though, doesn't he? Opposites attract, yep. Alright, let's see where we're at. Halfway. Yeah, right? This song is so much less dramatic when you're not being chased by water, though. Like, the added sound of rushing, crashing water makes this song, like, 4 times as epic. It's still such a good song, and, like, I'm not, like, saying it's terrible because you're not fighting the water, but, like, it's amazing how much different this song sounds when you put a backdrop of crazy rushing water and you're, you know, bashing off of stuff trying to climb, and it sounds so different. Oh, it's not? Oh, okay, well then that would be why. I guess that would be why it doesn't sound the same. The ticker's hard for me to read when it's small, so, and I have my headset down a little bit so I can hear myself talking, because otherwise I shout. My 3DS so I can play Monster Hunter. It was in the drawer. I checked 3 times. Yep, I've done that too. I'm amazed at how much I'm actually enjoying the Switch right now. I kind of thought it was just gonna be another Nintendo console, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, well, I'll play it when I want. But, like, I've wanted to play my Switch so much since I actually got it fired up. It took me so long to get to it, and now that I've gotten to it, I'm like, yes, give me things. I wish to play it. It's a really good console. I didn't really expect it to be as good as it is. Holy shit, I wish you guys could hear the wind outside, like, Jesus Christ. If I lose power, like, if the stream goes dead, just know that I lost power because the wind blew a power line down, because it is roaring out there. I have not met the cute burbs in Breath of the Wild yet. I just got to Kakariko, and I talked to Impa, and then I went to the other village that starts with an H, and now I'm down at the beach here. But I have seen the cute birds on the interwebs, and I am very excited to meet one because they are birds. I went down to the beach because I saw a temple down there, but I don't think I could do the temple right now because the little robot inside, like, all of my weapons break before I can beat it, so I might have to come back to that. Like, I don't know how to... Hateno, yeah, that one. I liked Splatoon a lot on the Wii U, so yeah, I haven't picked it up yet. Like, it wasn't when I was thinking about getting games. Like, I got Breath of the Wild for Christmas, and then I got Breath of the Wild for Christmas, and then when I was thinking about what other games I wanted to pick up, I definitely wanted Mario Kart, and I thought Snipper Clips looked really cute and might be like a good, like, you know, 2-player game, so I bought that, but I might pick up Splatoon next paycheck, because I liked Splatoon a lot. If it's a shrine out in the middle of the island called Major Test of Strength, I'd wait till later to do that for sure. I had done one earlier, and I actually got the cool blue sword thing from it, but it took me, like, 8 years to... I was able to do it without, like, potions and stuff. It just, like, broke most of my weapons, and I ended up wasting all of my arrows trying to hit it. But I did win, but the second one is... I'm having a little... that one, so I'm gonna have to come back. It's not even that I can't, like, do it. Like, I'm okay at dodging the attacks well enough. It's just that I keep running out of weapons. My weapons keep breaking, so, yeah. Although I did end up at the, Ancients are weak to ancient weapons. That's good to know. I did end up out at the island where you have to survive with none of your other weapons, and now I can't leave, so... my Switch is actually sitting in its charger port right now because I can't save. So, I'm stuck on that island for a little while. I don't have any of my shit. Even with that other sword, though, I couldn't beat that little ancient robot thing, so I was just like, I'll fucking come back, whatever. Eventide? Yep. I sort of accidentally ended up there, and now I'm there, so... It's not too bad so far. Like, I'm not having a hard time. It's just annoying that I don't have any of my shit. What should I put in these little pouches? Any suggestions? The reference picture that Mage gave me, the guy has a little pouch, and I thought a little satchel made sense anyway, but I don't know what to put on it. I actually don't. Ouch. New plan. Never mind. Scratch that question. Gonna make it. Gonna be a little side pouch. Little satchel on the side of his like a pocket. Not even gonna draw it open, we'll just draw it closed. Knives! I have no idea what his class and or profession is. Mage didn't tell me that much. Maximum knives. I'll put a knife on his other hip, maybe. Or maybe I'll just draw the side of a knife. I don't know if he has a knife. Is it weird that I thought this was from I Am Bread? I fucking loved that game. That game was amazing. That was the most ridiculous shit I've ever played. I enjoyed that game immensely. And I'm really sad that it's over. We finished that a while. Jackbox is gonna be, like, in, like, 4 minutes. I'm gonna finish the line art on this. I have, like, one more leg to do, so. I was gonna just stop at 9:45, but, now that I'm almost done with the line art on this, I'm just gonna finish it, and then we'll Jackbox. Like, I'm literally so close to having this finished. I just want to get it done. So many people hated that game for its controls. It's funny to me that you loved it so much. I am not gonna even pretend like the controls weren't the worst thing ever. Because the controls absolutely were the worst thing ever. The story, though, and, like, the thing for me about I Am Bread was that, for me, personally, the controls weren't so bad that I was unable to complete it, so it felt more like a challenge than a frustrating grind. And I know a lot of people had the opposite thought, like they found it like a grind because they were having so much difficulty with the controls that it was like impossible to get them done, to get any of the levels done. But I don't know. I mean, some of the levels were harder than others. I definitely did not like the level with the bedroom. The level with the bedroom was like absurdly hard because there was only like one good place to cook yourself, and that was lame. But I liked I Am Bread. The story was really funny. Because it was stupid. It didn't take itself seriously at all. And it was just goofy to me. The thing is, and it's my same feeling about, like, some of the stupid mechanics and difficult controls in Undertale, too, is that, like, even though a game is supposed to be a certain way, and that's the point, it doesn't make it good. You know? Like, in I Am Bread, I totally understand why people hate that game. I 100%, like, do not blame anybody who hates that game. Yeah, the controls are supposed to be frustrating and stupid, but if they're frustrating and stupid to the point that your player is no longer having fun, then you have failed as a game designer. And that's why I don't usually like rage games. Because the whole point of a game is to have fun. And you know, if you're not having any fun, then what's the point? And I feel that if you have made the game so difficult that nobody can play it, then why make a game? But on the flip side of that, there are games like games like Dark Souls that are very difficult that people really enjoy. But there's gotta be, like, I've never played Dark Souls games, so I have no like understanding of what makes that game so good. But like, I don't have a way to use that as an example in my argument. But in my opinion, I think if you make the game so hard that the player can't progress or takes the player out of the story in some way, then it's kind of for example, like the Undyne fight in Genocide. You know, it was doable, but it was very hard. And the point of it is supposed to be hard because Toby Fox doesn't want you to do that. Like, you're not supposed to be killing everybody. And, like, Sans is supposed to make you want to quit, and I totally get the story reason behind it, but it makes it not fun. And I mean, like I said the other night when we were playing the Sans fight on Wednesday, when we were playing the Sans fight the other night, I wasn't really sure if I was having fun or not. I was getting my fun out of the possibility of beating him, but the act of actually attempting to beat him wasn't really all that fun. And maybe that's the point, and maybe he doesn't want you to have fun on that, but that doesn't seem like good game design to me. That's an, in my opinion, thing, though. I'm not saying that I did not enjoy Undertale and I'm not having fun with it and I'm not excited to complete it. I'm just saying that that's been a little bit frustrating, and same thing with I Am Bread. Like, the point of I Am Bread is that it's obnoxious and has stupid controls, but is that worth it at the I guess I'm more so asking a question, you know, are the frustrating controls, being as frustrating as they are, worth the stress that you put your player under to the point that they no longer want to play? Because if somebody doesn't play your game, then what was the point of making it, you know? Just because something is hard doesn't make it poorly designed. That's fair. That's fair. I may have used bad wording. That is also fair. You tried the site I was talking about, you can practice up. I actually have not. I did forget about it. I'll have to check that out. Sans fight is a meta fight. Sans knows about the setting and resavings. He wants to be a real wall. He's basically designed to be a you don't win here, leave forever, yeah. I guess poorly designed is a bad wording on my part. I guess it's more like but you know, imagine that you created a piece of artwork, or because games are art. So say I finish this piece of artwork and show it to you guys and none of you enjoy it. You know, I guess that's not a good example. I don't know. I feel personally, what was the point of making a game if nobody plays it because they find it too hard? It's supposed to be hard, and I get that, and I think it would be ruined if it was easy. I think the Sans fight would not have the same impact if it was easier than it is. Like, I totally get it, and I'm not saying that, you know, Toby Fox should have changed it or something. Like, it's supposed to be hard, and that's totally the point, and I 100% understand that, but I don't know. Like, I've kind of gotten taken out of the lore of the game a little bit at this point. Like, I kind of I don't really care about what's going on in the story anymore. I just want to beat it so that I can see the ending. Just to say I did it. And I feel like in a very story-based game, that's kind of a weak point in an otherwise really... Not a bad thing, just weak. Just maybe not one of the story's strongest points. But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think poorly designed is a bad phrasing on the word. Okay, we are starting to get a little bit of, I think we're starting to get a little bit of discussion, misunderstanding here, so I'm gonna cut that topic. Because it is not... I'm not trying to say that the game is bad because of a thing, and I'm not... So I think we're just not understanding each other, so I'm just gonna cut that topic. Let's not talk about that anymore. Too long didn't read. I think if you have to restart a fight 200 times, maybe it was not a good idea to make it so hard, but that's just my opinion, and we'll move on from there. So there's Mage's Commission, and yeah. So, oh, let's fix the back of his head before I call this done. Alright. There we go. Now it's done. Go down all the way. This, but at the bottom of the sticker. I don't know if I need to do that. I don't know if it's technically in line, but it looks funny if it's not there. So I'm just gonna put that there, and now I'm okay. Saved for the last time. Closing out so that I don't touch it anymore because I have a habit of saying it's done and then touching it 800 times. Okay. Let me run and get something to drink. I'm gonna stick the BRB up for just a second, and then we'll switch over to Jackbox, and we'll play some, you guys wanted to play the, Monster Seeking Monster, so I'll pull that up. Who all is here? Let's take a roll call. Who all wants to play Monsters, who wants to play Jackbox in general? Who's interested in playing? Even if you're it depends on the game person, like, who's interested in playing, because I need to take a roll call for, Monster Seeking Monster, because if we don't have enough people for Monster Seeking Monster, then we might have to do something else. But... Wind, please, have some chill. Okay, well, you guys listen to some good music. I'm gonna check the BRB up for a second. I'm gonna go get some water, and then I'll load up Jackbox, and we'll play something. You must art, yes. Do the art. Alright, I will be right back. Oh, it's Rachel! Rachel, are you gonna play Jackbox with us? You wanna play some Monster Seeking Monster? That seems like a game that's right up your alley. So I did this today, I did this yesterday and didn't get to the line art on it because I didn't finish the sketch on it apparently, and I did this today. That's what we did. Those are the things we did. So I'm gonna pull up, casual. Alright, gonna pop the... I'm gonna pop the BRB up and go get some water. I'll be right back, and then we'll do some Jackbox. me clicking around. Was that nice? Okay. On the minimum. That's how you. Jackbox window, where are you? Any particular don't want to find the game window? There you are. I'm gonna switch the display over in a second. You guys really wanted or needed fidgeting with the screen, so. Alright, there you go. Get up. You do the thing. Let me switch the... Let me switch the title over to Jackbox. I have my first message queued up. You guys are... Let me switch the title over to oh god, that feedback. Alright. Alright, it will not change for you guys, but I will now change... how's the volume on that, you guys? Yep, I have to hit the go button for it to generate the link. I just wanted to make sure I updated the stream game to Jackbox. Yeah, Charmander, I know what you meant. Yeah. Oh, so you can click it. Okay, I know what you mean. There it is. For anybody who needs to click the link from the chat, there you are. Okay, so I switched the title to Jackbox Party Pack. Alright, first thing I want to do, I want to turn the audience off, because that was not that fun. I guess we want the extended timers. Do you guys want the extended timer? I think the extended timer was good for this game, if I remember correctly. Kind of gave everybody time to think about their message. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that. We don't want the audience, because the audience was not that fun. Alright. I don't know who all's here. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we have enough people to make this fun. We're gonna do it anyway, so... Oh, I have to... That's right. I have to have this game open in order to play. Alright, you guys know the drill. It's a race. Yeah! Room is hidden. Yeah, that music is real fucking loud. Hang on. Okay, that should be better. Let's try that instead. Hey, I'll be that one. It was a lot worse when I got off the title screen, yeah. That's better. Alright. Hottest mustachioed guy around. You are pretty cute, I would say. Right. Look at Briar, the VIP. Anybody want to be number 7? Anybody left? We got space for one more if you guys want it. What else gets tested? A hypothesis. Makes sense. But it's... This music is hysterical, by the way. Alright, any more takers? Anybody else want to join in? Because if not, we'll just, we'll go with 6, and that'll just be what it is. Let me post in the Discord that we're, switching to Jackbox, see if anybody else. I don't know who has control of the start button, but we'll just, wait another minute just to see who wants to play still. It ain't me. I think it might be Briar, actually, because Briar, is the first one in. Yep, okay. Briar, I'll let you know when I'm ready to go. Well, just... I want to just wait a minute, see if we can get a 7th, because if we can get a 7th, it'll be a little bit better. There'll just be one extra craziness in the mix. Oh, I remember Blue. Yeah, Monster Hunt for Imaginary Friends was cute. It was a pretty cute show. I don't remember that much about it, but I remember watching it when I was a kid. It was about this, I mean, it was a house for imaginary friends. Like, when kids got too old for their imaginary friends, the monsters went to live at this mansion. It was cute. Mixed the fastest whiskey coke in my life because I didn't want to miss anything. We're sitting here waiting to see if we can get a 7th. I think maybe another 30 seconds and then we'll just go. I don't want to wait too long, so. You recall the premise. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, Briar, whenever you hit the button, hit the go button. We'll be alright with 6.
Hello there, and welcome to Monster Seeking Monster. I'm your facilitator, Felicia.
I'm gonna let it run through the tutorial for anybody who hasn't
I'll
played
be
this
hosting
before.
6 nights of dastardly dating, where you'll try to convince other players to go out with you by sending them secret messages. Each night, you'll chat with other players before locking in the one person you want to date that night. If that person picks you back, you go on a date and both earn a heart. At the end of the game, the monster with the most hearts wins, more or less. Did I mention you're all secretly monsters? Check your devices now to see your secret powers and how you can earn bonus hearts if you put them to good use. Let's all put ourselves out there emotionally in a way that will almost certainly come back to haunt us.
So there you go. That's how you play.
Let's start by chatting with other players and trying to set up dates. You can only send 4 messages each night, so use them wisely.
Oh, and for anybody else who has not played, there's 4 messages. You can send them to as many people as you want.
Did I mention that your secret conversations might be seen by everyone during the dates? My bad. Only 20 seconds left to send your messages. Don't dilly-dally.
All right. This game is so fun. Like, the first round's a little bit slow, just because everyone's trying to figure everybody out.
Okay, time's up. Now, on your device, pick the one person you hope you're going on a date with tonight. I haven't felt this nervous since I ate my family.
Oh. Yeah. Nobody talked to me last night,
let's see
so
who tricked who.
this is gonna be a little
who
rough.
picked who. And if you don't get a date, don't worry. This is just the first night.
Nobody talked to me, so I was like, oh, okay. I'm not into 4.
Looks like someone had the same idea. Let's see how this works out.
I'm glad you guys went on a date. Oh, you didn't go on a date. Oh no.
Ouch, neither of you.
You guys looked like you had a connection there. I was really rooting for you. Oh my god, what's happening? Right? Me neither. Oh my god, everybody's getting rejected all over the place.
It might help to woo people with more than just one message.
Oh my god, you guys. What's happening?
We already know how this will go. Wow, what an exciting first night.
I got an achievement called
Consolation.
Consolation.
To the scoreboard. It looks like you are currently doing the best, and you're doing the opposite of the best. A quick
No one went on a date. I got
Whoever is
an
in the
achievement
top
for that.
spot at the end of the second night of dates will have their monster power revealed.
Oh, well,
And
rip
every
chart.
night after that, we'll do the same for the highest ranking unrevealed monster.
Oh, not rip.
Oh, look, it's a full moon tonight. That might affect some of your powers. We all know how this works by now. Message away. Hey, if you need to block another player from messaging you, when you hit the info button on their chat screen, you can also find the block button, so you won't see their messages.
Oh, nope. I like how you guys all realized that nobody talked to me last night except for Jace. So so everyone messaged me this night. Like I got one message from everyone. Just you all knew. It was Yogi. I won't tell you who I got more than one message from, but I got at least one from everyone. So thank you for not leaving me out of this party. I can't believe I got an achievement for nobody going on a date.
Oh, sorry. Time's up. Once again, it's time to pick your date. So, did we learn any useful life lessons the first night? We'll find out.
Can't believe it didn't show our message.
Hey, I'm okay.
I think that's what happened. I think you guys all assumed that everyone was gonna want to talk to me.
Hey. Looks like someone was hoping this date wouldn't work out.
I'm sorry, Char. Yes! Someone finally went on a date! I'm sorry, Jace. I was tempted. Tempted by another. 2 whole dates!
Let's see
2
if
whole
any of that
dates!
changed the social pecking order. Okay, a little bit of movement.
Oh, shoot.
Don't forget,
That's not a good thing.
at the end of each night from now on, the highest ranking secret monster will have their identity revealed. You're at the top. Let's take a peek at your monster identity.
Well, rip me.
Werewolf!
Who wants to join the werewolf
full
gang?
moon, werewolves get a bonus heart for dating, and then turn their dates into a werewolf. But if a werewolf is rejected on a full moon, they lose half a heart. You can read that again whenever you want on your device by hitting the info button on their chat screen.
Werewolf
The same
gang?
goes for
Anyone?
any monster after they're revealed. Ooh, I'm excited about that full moon.
Night 3's a full moon too? Oh.
Message time.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, a quick word of advice. Sometimes, if your conversation is really, really funny, a person will want to date you just so they can see it up on the screen. It's worth a try.
The full moon is semi-random. I thought it was on the even numbered nights, but I guess not.
We're down to 20 seconds. Okay, time's up. All right, it's time to pick dates again.
Oh, shoot. Well, we ran out of time.
Ooh, I've got butterflies in my stomach. Literally, I ate a lot of butterflies. Let's see those.
This is either gonna go really well or really badly for the werewolves. Everybody knew who they were going for, yeah.
Someone's lining
Oh,
up
no.
to be next. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yes? Nope.
Oh, apparently it's neither of you.
No one gets to date Briar. Briar has better standards. Oh, Char was like, no, I'm out. Heckin' yeah. More for the werewolf gang.
The werewolf turned you into a werewolf. It's a gift and a curse.
Ow!
And this means rejection
Sorry,
for our
Char.
extra lonely heart over there.
I was trying to coordinate, but it didn't work out.
Let's see what's what now. Wow, some serious movement. You're the highest unrevealed player, so let's see it.
Oh, what's Briar?
Glob.
I love the song for that one.
Every time the Glob successfully dates 3 new players, its heart tally doubles.
Not a full moon, though.
Get to messaging. Just 20 more seconds.
Werewolf gang.
Oh, sorry. Time's up. Once again, it's time to pick your date. This is my favorite part. It's date time.
So, I don't know if I'm making a big mistake, but the, this game is so
You
good.
thought that one little message was going to work, huh?
I had a wonderful line for you.
Wait.
It didn't matter who I
And
went
later
for on
when
an
Super approaches. Let's see.
on the non-full moon though. It didn't matter who I went for, so I just picked
If
somebody.
you only get one message from someone, they're probably not that into it.
They sounded totally down and just nope.
Oh, wow. It was neither of you.
I mean, I could have gotten an extra heart, I guess, but
Looks like someone else wanted
this is a very
in on that
complicated game.
action
All of a
and
sudden,
failed.
everyone's like not dating anyone. Got a date there though.
Let's see if that changed any of the standings. Oh, fun. Things are happening. Okay, let's see your secrets. Sad people love puppets. The ventriloquist,
ventriloquist puppet?
gets a bonus heart every time they date someone that was rejected the night
Oh,
before.
that's interesting. Also, I thought you were a werewolf.
Message time.
I wish I told you who else was a werewolf with you. Oh, okay.
"20 seconds and counting." Okay, time's up. All right,
Oh.
it's time to
I didn't
pick
really get a
dates
lot of time to
again.
talk to anybody. I was thinking
I haven't felt
much.
this nervous since I ate Cleveland. It's date time.
Well, rip. A beautiful sauce.
Wait. Someone's lining up, hoping to be next.
I haven't been this nervous
Let's
since
see
I
how
ate
this
Cleveland.
works out.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not good news for you. Sorry.
I was contemplating too much what I wanted to do and ended up not talking to anyone. That was my own fault.
Wait.
Wow, that was smooth.
Looks like someone had the same
That's
idea.
smooth as your
Let's
sauce,
see
guys.
What happens.
What a gunner!
Send nudes. Oh my god, you guys. I ship it. You date yourself, you get a bonus heart. Should.
Let's see if any of that changed the social pecking order. A little moving around in there. Let's see what you are.
Two-faced creep.
The creep earns a bonus heart for every player they reject, but only on nights they successfully get a date. It can be hard to trust a creep.
Interesting. Oh my god, so hot.
It's our last night together. Make it count. You get 2 hearts for dating now because it's such a special night. Oh, and what a
the
perfect
werewolf.
night for a full moon. This should be interesting. Get to messaging.
About you, baby. And I know you caught some feelings for me too. The last chance, let's make some trouble. 'Cause you know now all the points are double. Tonight's the night, baby. Feelings right, baby. Tonight's the night, baby. Feelings right. What Let's say you and me, we get together romantically. You know it's time to
Hey,
choose
20
a
seconds.
guy. The last night, there's not enough.
No, Char. You can reopen it. It should drop you back in.
Me, then we'll be in ecstasy. Pick me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry, time's up. Once again, it's time to pick your date. Oh, I just love the anticipation of this moment.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Hey, I know, it's hard to choose, but if you don't pick anyone, you'll be severely penalized. Let's see the dates.
This might be a bad idea, but I did it. Ah, darn it. I enjoyed that I made a lot of mistakes this game, to be honest. I don't know how to handle being the werewolf. A lot of responsibility being a werewaddle. Sorry. You never flirted with me, Axie. I told you you should join the Lottle gang.
And this means rejection for our extra lonely heart over there. Uh-oh, the werewolf got rejected.
Oh,
on the
shoot, I
full
forgot
moon.
about that trait. Sorry. Well, rip. Yep. I'm not very good at this game, but it's funny. I said I'm always flirting with you. What are you talking about? Yeah, dude. You go ahead and win.
Let's see the almost final standings. One last thing. It's time for the after party. Time to reveal any remaining hidden monster powers. Time for another reveal.
Vengeful ghost.
The Vengeful Ghost starts the game with a bonus heart. When the Vengeful Ghost asks someone on a date and gets rejected, that person loses a heart.
Sort of an interesting power.
Invisible person.
They're always an invisible person?
The
Seems
invisible
like a
person
lot.
started the game with 2 bonus hearts. The invisible person's score is invisible, so they appear to be in last place until the end of the game. Time to tally up any
Yeah, no, we
after-party
totally
bonus
did.
hearts. Let's see if anybody became a werewolf. That doesn't affect the score. I just keep my eye on werewolves. How does that affect the final standings?
Yeah, no, I totally did. You guys want to go again? Same players? Does anybody else in the chat want to join in? We still have a 7th slot in case. I have no idea what's going on either. I'll just hit same players if it's all the same people, but if anybody new wants to play, I'll do new players so we can add a 7th. You want to do... Oh, lights are flickering. That's fun. Yeah, we'll do new players so we can pick new names. Oh, Briar, you still have control. Can you hit new players? Thank you. There we go.
Hey.
And I got the, oh yeah. Weasel Queen. I want a new joke. Wait. Audience is off. Says up here in the top, up in the top right. Audience is off. Ya boy Mage is here, lurking in the chat. Look at him go. All right, everybody's here. You guys all got the characters you want and everything? Oh yeah, you definitely got much better hair this time. That's nice. It's yo boy! Alright, you now must live with your choices.
Welcome to Monster Seeking Monster. I'm your host, Felicia the Slimy. It's a glandular thing. I'll be hosting 6 nights of frightful flirting, where you'll try to convince other players to go out with you. Oh, I see you'd rather just get to it. Okay.
You guys know how to play, so. Ooh, power just flickered. Okay, so if the stream goes out, don't panic, but the stream is probably gonna go out.
And trying to set up dates. You can only send 4 messages each.
My lights keep flickering, and that's pretty fun. Everyone panic. How do you even play this one?
Should have mentioned that some of your conversations will appear on screen during the dates. Oh well, I'm sure it won't be incriminating.
Oh my god, you guys. Your messages are beautiful. The weird thing about this game is that, like...
Now, on your device, pick the one person you hope you're going on a date with tonight. Okay, let's see who picked who, and who, you know,
wow, that was really fast.
If you don't get a date, don't worry. This is just the first night.
God damn it, Char, you and I are so bad at this. I already picked before you answered me. That's the problem with the audience, is nobody wants to talk to the audience because the audience is really hard to communicate with.
Suitor approaches. Let's see how this works out. That's gotta hurt.
You guys.
Wait. Someone's lining up hoping to be next. Let's see.
Not gay for monsters. You guys kill me.
Wow, what an exciting first night. Let's see the scoreboard. It looks like you're doing the best, and you're doing less so. A quick word of warning. Whoever is in the top spot at the end of the second night of dates will have their monster power revealed. And every night after that, we'll do the same for the highest ranking unrevealed monster.
Oh, secret word is
by the way,
moist.
There's a full moon out tonight, in case that affects your monster power. Now that we know how this works, let's just jump into sending out those messages. Hey, if you need to block another player, when you hit the info button on their chat screen, there's a block button in there, and then you won't see their messages. Only 20 seconds left. Okay, time's up. All right, it's time to pick dates again. So, did we learn any useful life lessons the first night? We'll find out.
Interesting.
Hey, I know, it's hard to choose, but if you don't pick anyone, you'll be severely penalized. Time to see the date.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I want to send things on separate lines. I have to remember to make the most of all of my... Oh, poor Jace.
Stay right there, there's more.
Oh no.
Ah, didn't pick a date. Time to say goodbye to a heart.
What happened to Fruitcake? Which one of you is Fruitcake and what happened? Char. Hey! We did it! Yes! Charmander, I think you and I are like... I think we were like anime love interests because we just could not date one another. 2 matches? Amazing. Ah, no worries.
Let's see what's what now. Ooh, things are moving. Don't forget, from now on, at the end of each night, a new monster will be revealed. You're in the top spot. Let's see what kind of monster you are.
Vengeful ghost.
Rip.
The Vengeful Ghost starts the game with a bonus heart. When the Vengeful Ghost asks someone on a date and gets rejected, that person loses a heart. If you need to read that again, you can
That's
always
interesting
see
if
the
you're
monster power
revealed,
rules for a revealed
because-
player by hitting the info button on their chat screen.
This one's really hard to play, too. It's interesting. Not even hard to play, it's just
full moon
interesting. You gotta be
fever.
sneaky.
Message time! Oh, a quick word of advice. Sending multiple messages to a player is a good way to let them know you're serious about dating.
%80 of my flirting is making references to axolotls. Probably why I'm not very good at dating.
Just 20 more seconds.
Does it automatically kill the timer if everybody runs out of messages? Doesn't matter because the music's funny. Hopefully you guys
Oh,
don't know.
sorry. Time's up. Once again, it's time to pick your date. This part always makes me giggle.
Oh, shoot. I picked it wrong.
It's date
Oh,
time.
You guys are like such close colors. I clicked the wrong person. Rip. Sorry, mage.
Wait! Looks like someone had the same idea. Let's see how this works
Stone
out.
cold artsy. Not understanding colors.
That's kind of awkward for you, huh?
And also, in that
Rejecting
case,
eventual
also
goals means
rip
losing a heart.
face, so... Sorry. I think Charmander is every I think Char is everybody's anime
Don't
love
go
interest
yet.
because
There's
Char
more.
is so suave, but nobody dates them. Wrecked by the ghost, accidentally. Because I'm apparently colorblind. Look at you guys, so suave.
Let's see if that changed any of the standings. Well, well, well. Some stuff definitely happened
That's
there.
fair.
You're the highest unrevealed player, so let's see it.
Body swapper.
I love the body swapper art.
On a
Oh, it's
full moon,
beautiful.
the body swapper swaps hearts, all of them, with the person they successfully date. That's quite a power.
I love the body swapper art. It's so funny. Chase, no. You're like a
Get to
peapod.
messaging.
It's so strange. The game doesn't like certain, it doesn't like certain characters, I noticed.
We're down to 20 seconds. Okay, time's up. All right, it's time to pick dates again. Oh, love. So much potential for disaster and heartbreak. Hey, I know, it's hard to choose, but if you don't pick anyone, you'll be severely penalized.
See, if you don't
Okay,
flirt, it's
let's see
suspicious,
'em.
but... The problem is that now the two people whose hearts would be most beneficial for me to take away are flirting with me,
It might
so...
help to woo people with
You
more
guys are
than just
smart.
one
You're onto me.
message.
You guys know.
Stick around, there's another one for you.
What was that? Something about my bladder being empty? That's weird.
Stay right there, there's more.
Charmander, oh, he's so suave.
Well, we've all been there.
I ran out of notes before you got to
One
me.
more.
Oh,
I
hey,
don't
I got
think
a heart.
I'll ever be that popular my entire life.
could cough up a
Let's
lung
see
from
if
this.
any of that changed the social pecking order. Definitely saw some movement in there. Time to see your monster power.
What's fruitcake gonna be?
Serial killer.
Ooh. Serial killer is hard.
The serial killer
especially when
steals
you get
2
revealed.
hearts from a player the second time they date each other. From my experience, it's safe to date a serial killer at least once.
The ones where you have to date... The problem is the ones where you have to date people more than once are hard because second dates are really...
Keep your eye on
Suspicious.
that full moon. Message time.
full of your blood. They've been used again. Poor mage. Played you like a Ouija board. Yes.
20 seconds and counting.
That happened one round to me, I think, maybe last time. I don't remember. There was somebody who got used, just used the shit out of one of us the whole game. Being real fucking sneaky.
Oh, sorry. Time's up. Once again, it's time to pick your date.
You have 0 messages
Heart
to
could
send,
still
right?
beat. It would be skipping a few right now. Hey, I know, it's hard to choose, but if you don't pick anyone, you'll be severely penalized. Let's see those dates.
I'm gonna regret this. Wanna not die? I can't kill you. Oh, yes!
Looks like someone was hoping this date wouldn't work out. Rejecting
worked
the
out
vengeful ghost means losing a
Much
heart.
better than I anticipated. All went better than expected. I frequent like 200 characters per round. Dude, the zombie STD was the best thing ever. That was like the funniest thing. You were so good at that too. Because nobody knew it was happening. I'm pretty sure I was queued up to win that round, except you turned everyone into zombies. Look at you guys making matches. Aw, everyone's going on dates.
A full moon date for the body swapper means a full heart swap is coming.
Is that beneficial for Jace?
Let's see if that
I don't think that
changed
helped
any of
Jace
the
at all.
standings. Well, some small movement. Let's see what you are.
Ventriloquist
You
puppet!
Sad people love
I
puppets.
thought he said
The
ventriloquist midget,
puppet
and I was
gets
like,
a bonus
ah.
heart every time they date someone that was rejected the night before.
You guys thought you were clear. Yes. No, that
It's
was
our
the
last
best
night
thing.
together.
I was gonna
Make it
win that
count.
round, I think, and then
you get
I was
2
like,
hearts
yes, I
for
won.
dating
Wait.
tonight instead of 1 because it's such a special night.
That was so good. So good. Yeah, you did play yourself. Or Peapod.
Get to messaging.
This is really hard to play, especially if you don't know all the classes.
Got to feel it
You have to be really tactical, and you have to know how to talk to the other people.
about you, baby. And I know you caught some feelings. some trouble. Cause you know now all the points are double. Tonight's the night, baby. Feelings right, baby. Tonight's the night, baby. Feelings right. What say you and me? We get together romantically. You know it's time to
22nd warning.
the last night, there's not a night. The only one to choose is me. Then we'll be in ecstasy. Pick me on the count of 3. 1, 2.
I'm joking. Oh my god, you guys, what's happening? I'm
Okay,
so
time's up.
so concerned.
All right, it's time to pick dates again. I'm keeping my mandibles crossed for everyone to do well.
Keep my mandibles crossed.
It's date time.
I can't win at this point, so rippy dip. Poor Weasel Queen. Trying to go out with that boy. Oh, you guys.
Oh no, that can't feel good.
Got some extra hearts at
And
least.
this means rejection for our extra lonely heart over there.
Poor Jace. You do not stab a ghost.
We know how this is gonna end.
Sorry, Rachel.
Don't go yet. There's more.
Oh my god, you guys. Everyone wants to date me. Help. And can you make this real life?
What a gunner.
Let's see the almost final standings. One last thing. It's time for the after party. Time to reveal any remaining hidden monster powers. Time for another reveal.
Zombie.
Oh no.
Everyone the zombie dates turns into a zombie, and everyone new zombies date also turn into a zombie at the end of the next night. At the end of the game,
Except
if
I never dated
everyone is
Rachel,
infected,
so-
it's the end of the world.
Leprechaun.
Everyone who dates an unrevealed leprechaun gets 2 fake hearts. When the leprechaun is revealed, that's right now, all the fake hearts disappear. At this moment, leprechauns get 1 bonus heart for every player that drops in the rankings. Several players dropped in the rankings.
I'm concerned and confused. What is happening?
Invisible person.
The invisible person started the game with 2 bonus hearts.
shit.
The invisible person's score is invisible, so they appear to be in last place until the end of the game.
Yo, boy, Mage.
But one more thing. Who got infected by that zombie virus? I sure hope this doesn't go apocalyptically. Oh good, life goes on.
That was nice. That was good, you guys. If it weren't for the leprechaun, I think I would have won. Well, no, oh no, I wouldn't have won. I was thinking I would have, but too many people dropped. Oh, that was so good, you guys. You guys were pretty much... That was crazy. That was so confusing at the end. It was like, wait, what's happening? Alright, I got time for one more. You guys want to do one more? Everybody's still in? Everybody who's in wants to still be in? Need a new name. Okay, we'll do new players. This game is kind of stressful, to be honest. Like, you have to figure out how to talk to people. Oh, we gotta post the again. In case anybody needs a clickable link. There you are. Right? Talking to people is hard. Yeah, right? Talking to people is the worst. Except for, like, in this case. Sundar. Yes. You are asking the wrong axolotl. I've literally been trying to message this guy for the past 4 days. I'm a mess. Yep. How to cleverly flirt with people and woo them into sleeping with you despite being a sack of rotting fleshes and attempting single-handedly start the zombie apocalypse. That is pretty rough, trying to start the zombie apocalypse. That is, you are not wrong. Got space for 2 more if anybody else wants to join in. Otherwise, we'll just do a small round. Any other takers? This will be the last round for the night. Alright, we're gonna go in with just 5, I guess. We'll just do a short round this time. Oh, or Rachel's gonna jump back in. Alright, last round, so... Wait? Okay, waiting. I coughed out half a damn lung next round, yes. Come on, dude, one more. It's gonna be the last one. Rip your heart out. We'll just rip your lungs out and then you won't have to cough them up anymore. That's how it'll work, right? That's how monsters work? The broken heart. Yes. Yeah, we won't try to kill you, promise. Definitely not gonna try to kill you at all. Memes are your only friend anyway. Oh, yes, Apple, because Tested and Apple are totally 2 different people. You guys definitely don't have 2 different usernames. Oh, you're beautiful. Hang on one second. This. Okay. tried so hard and got so far. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, Mage is back! Beautiful.
Hey, welcome to Monster Seeking Monster. I'm your host, Felicia Screenbringer, but you can call me— oh no, help! I'll be hosting 6 nights of diabolical discussions where you'll try to convince other players to go out with you by sending them— I guess you already know
I can
how
skip
this
that,
works,
you guys
so
know what
let's
you're doing.
go.
Maybe. You know how to play, doesn't mean you know what you're doing, but you know how to play.
Let's start by chatting with other players and trying to set up dates. You can only send 4 messages each night, so use them wisely.
Sponsored by Craig Cripps.
Oh, small detail. Your secret messages might not be secret forever, so keep that in mind. "20 seconds until any unsent messages are lost forever. Hurry up."
Oh, I'm so bad at the first round, I never knew who to talk to.
Oh, sorry. Time's up. Now, on your device, pick the one person you hope you're going on a date with tonight. This part really gets the goo rushing through my veins. Okay, let's see who everyone tried to date. And if you don't get a date, don't worry. This is just the first night.
I'm gonna be the loneliest Lottle. That's awkward.
Wait! A late arriving suitor approaches. Let's see what happens. Oh, apparently it's neither of you.
Oh. That's interesting. Wanna get furry tonight? Wow. Oh no.
Stick around. There's another one for you.
Hey, okay, somebody went on a date. I was like, are we gonna have another no dates? That was the most enthusiastic pickup line ever.
Wow, what an exciting first night. Let's go to the scoreboard.
There's everyone.
So you are doing the best, and you're not. A quick word of warning. Whoever is in the top spot at the end of the second night of dates will have their monster power revealed. And every night after that, we'll do the
Okay,
same
yes,
for the
or hell
highest
yes,
ranking
hell yes, hell
unrevealed
yeah!
monster.
So enthusiastic. Doink. Doink. Even as a doink.
We all know how this works by now. Message away. Hey, if you need to block another player from messaging you, when you hit the info button on their chat screen, you can also find the block button, so you won't see their messages. Hey, 20 seconds. Okay, time's up.
Oh, ran out of messages.
Once again,
Oh,
it's
rip.
time to pick your date. So, did we learn any useful life lessons the first night? We'll find out. Let's see the dates.
It sounds like you want to have a bad time. I'm a changed man. Nope.
Stay right there. There's more.
Shh! I only have one senpai. I don't know what's happening. If you haven't noticed, I'm not good at this roleplay thing.
Let's see what's what now. Power moves. Don't forget, at the end of each
Oh my
night
God,
from now
where am I
on,
going?
the highest ranking secret monster will have their identity revealed. You're currently at the top. Let's see your monster power.
You are so low.
Sad people love puppets. The ventriloquist puppet gets a bonus heart every time they date someone that was rejected the night before. You can read that again whenever you want on your device by hitting the info button on their chat screen.
I wish I
The
would have
same
had.
goes
I could
for
have
any
another lick my
monster
face.
after they're revealed.
Cats will also lick your face.
Oh, just an FYI, there's a full moon out tonight. Maybe that affects you. Probably it doesn't. You can double check your monster ID if you can't remember. Message time! Oh, a quick word of advice. If one of the other players isn't getting much attention, they might be more receptive to date offers. Only 20 seconds left.
I can't type fast enough.
Oh, sorry. Time's up. All right, it's time to pick dates again. It's times like these I love being a matchmaking monster. It's date time.
Can't type fast enough. Jazzercise. Rachel, you are so creative with your flirting.
Stick around. There's another one for you.
Bad.
You thought that one little message was going to work, huh?
I guess I made myself pretty much a creep there, right?
Wait! Someone's lining up hoping to be next. Let's see how this works out. That's gotta hurt.
Should have sent me your nudes, Weasel. That was— why was it 2 pizza references? Oh my god, you guys had such a conversation. Beautiful.
Wow, what great conversationalists. Your rejection last night is the puppet's gain tonight. Let's see if any of that changed the social pecking order. Ooh, things are moving. You're the highest unrevealed player, so let's see it.
I think you did.
Vengeful ghost.
The
Oh, no.
Vengeful Ghost starts the game with a bonus heart. When the Vengeful Ghost asks someone on a date and gets rejected, that person loses a heart. Don't cross the Vengeful Ghost.
Oh no. I'm so confused about what's happening.
It's a full moon tonight. Stay on your toes.
Oh, I'm hearing sirens outside. That's spooky dooky.
Get to messaging. Second warning. Okay, time's up. Once again,
This round is
time
tricksy.
to pick your date. This is like some wonderful nightmare. Let's see those dates.
I know, it's hard for me to type that fast.
Don't go yet.
It's only 90
more.
seconds, even though we have the extended timer. Hey Pixel Hound, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Sorry you're rolling in on the last round, friend. But welcome,
Your
welcome to
rejection
the,
last night
welcome to
is
the chat. How you
puppet's
doing
game
tonight? Mage is such a winner. Mage is so good at this. Oh, look at that. Who went on a date? It's a very interesting game.
Let's see if that changed any of the standings. Tiny steps, tiny changes. Okay, let's see your secrets.
Leprechaun!
Everyone who dates an unrevealed leprechaun gets 2 fake hearts. When the leprechaun is revealed, that's right now, all fake hearts disappear. At this moment, leprechauns get 1 bonus heart for every player that drops in the rankings.
And yeah, Pixel Hound, we're not even really sure what's
1
happening when
bonus
we're
heart
playing
for
it.
the leprechaun for 1 player dropping in the rankings.
The leprechaun's kind of powerful if you start at the end. Like at the bottom of the list. I'm kind of in a weird
Message
position right now.
time.
This game's really hard to have an audiences. The audience is honestly not that fun.
20 seconds and counting.
I'm kind of fucked this round, I can already tell.
Oh, sorry, time's up. All right, it's time to pick dates again. The excitement is almost bringing me back to
Yeah,
life.
so the audience is a 6th character, or an 8th character, but you don't get to choose your own responses. You have to pick from a list.
It's date time.
And it's not that fun to play, honestly, so we turned it off. Maybe next Saturday that we do this, I can pick a,
Rejecting the vengeful ghost means losing a heart.
Rip.
Stick around. There's another one
Yeah.
for you.
Maybe next time we can play a game that the audience can play in if we have more than the maximum number of people. I got really fucked this game because nobody was talking to me. Yeah, nobody except for Char talked to me, and I ran out of messages trying to get people to talk to me.
We already know how this will go.
No, I know. Feeling lonely. I know you were.
Looks like someone else wanted in on that
Dating is
action
hard.
and failed.
Rough. I know you don't.
Let's see if any of that changed the social pecking order.
Once you guys
Wow,
see
some
my
serious
monster,
movement.
you'll know why
Let's
I got
see what
fucked.
you are.
Glob.
Every time the Glob successfully dates 3 new players, its heart tally doubles. It's our last night together. Make it count. You get 2 hearts for dating now.
I thought we
because
could
it's such
too.
a special
Date
night.
anyway.
Not to mention, there's a full moon out too.
Last night, yes,
get to messaging.
About you, baby. And I know you caught some feelings for me too. The last chance. Let's make some
Like a beard? Can you both be beards? Sure. Maybe that's how that works.
What say you and me? We get together romantically. You know it's time to
Just
choose
20
a
more seconds.
joy. The last night, there's not another. The only one to choose is me. Then we'll be in ecstasy.
You guys are adorable. That's beautiful. Look at you guys. You guys are almost too good at this game.
Okay, time's up. Once again, it's time to pick your date. This is the sweet, hopeful part before the subtle anger starts to creep in. Hey, time
I
to
suck
see
at
the
this too,
dates.
dude. I'm not sure what's about to happen. Yeah, I kept running out of time. I'm getting a little tired, so I'm like not thinking
Stay right
clearly.
there. There's more.
There's a couple monsters that can kill the other players. I mean, you don't get knocked out of the game, but you lose some hearts. Oh my god, you guys. I guess that's true. It's always a possibility you could get murdered while you're dating. I like how you used your last message to correct your heart.
Let's see the almost
I still
final
chose you, yes,
standings.
friends.
One last thing. It's time for the after party. Time
Oh, no,
to
wait, nope,
reveal
I didn't.
any
Never mind.
remaining
I'm
hidden
lost. I'm
monster
confused. I'm very
powers.
tired.
Time to see your monster power.
Yeah. Alright, here you're gonna see. This is why I got fucked.
Faced creep.
Nobody was dating me, so I couldn't get any
Earns a
bonus hearts
for
because
every
nobody was
player
going
they
out with
reject,
me.
But only on nights they successfully get a date.
Zombie.
Oh no.
Everyone the zombie dates turns into a zombie, and everyone new zombies date also turn into a zombie at the end of the next night. At the end of the game, if everyone is infected, it's the end of the world.
Invisible person.
Mage, it might not
The
matter.
invisible person started the game with 2 bonus hearts. The invisible person's score is
Oh,
invisible,
no.
so they appear to be in last
There's a
place
zombie.
until the end of the game.
Is there always an invisible person?
But wait, we still need to find
Weasel,
out
what
who
did you
got
do?
infected by the zombie virus. This could be an everybody loses situation. That was
Ugh.
scary.
Weasel. You didn't get Rachel. Nobody got Rachel. Yeah, you did. Woo! Rachel didn't get an STD and saved everyone. Good job, Rachel, using protection and not getting an STD. Everyone, let's get some hand claps in the chat for Rachel. Rachel did not get an STD. Good job, Rachel. Rachel's practicing safe sex, yep. You did, you single-handedly. Oh, that was so good, you guys. This game is so fun. I'm so, like, bad at it, but it's kind of fun just watching the interactions and just seeing how fucked up the ending gets. Oh, yeah, there you go, Pixel Hound. Do it. Wrap it before you tap it. Yep, absolutely. Rachel's got it. That's it. Wrap it before you tap it. Is there always an invisible person? It seems like there's always an invisible person. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, it's 11... The music, I can't hear myself. The music's really good. It's 11:30 where I am, and I have been up since pretty early, so I'm a little bit tired. They just have to get dates and can't really strategize. Okay, so probably not as fun to play, but still pretty fun. I really wanted to get the Jackbox game set, but I was told you have to know other people to play. There isn't like a lobby for people who don't have people to play with. Yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah, but you can always find people on like Twitch playing the games usually. And this is the first night I've started doing it, but we're gonna try to do this every Saturday night. Next Saturday night I think it's gonna be movie night. Yeah, next Saturday night's movie night, but 2 Saturdays from now we'll get back into Jackbox. So, Stack Saturday all the time, every weekend. They're kind of expensive. They're good party games. They're good when you have a lot of like friends to play with. Yeah. Yeah, this was fun. I like doing these Stack Saturdays things. Yeah, I'm really bad at clever messages, and I run out of stuff to say after a while, and then I was starting to get tired, so I was like, I should have been messaging a lot of people, and I wasn't, because I couldn't think of things to say. Well, I'm glad this was that's kind of the goal of the Axie Stack, was just to be a break from everyday life for you guys, so here we are. So, I'm gonna... Got lumps in all the right places. Beautiful. Pixel Hound, welcome to the stack. Thanks for the follow, man. Let's see. See if anybody's around to, raid. You got a really good one to be the Sundari on, because... Sundari Ferret, you got a good one for that. If you're interested, Pixel Hound, there's a, we have a Discord, the Axie Stack Discord. You can ask Axolotl for it with a command. So if you're interested in joining that, you can keep up to date with what we're doing and when we're doing it, so. Yeah, let's see, who's online? Okay, there you go. You guys want to go see somebody needle felt an owl, or do you want to go... Silent Artisan's doing a whole bunch of games on their stream for 24 hours. You want to go do that? He's playing Fortnite right now. You guys are interested in... I think the Axie Stack should go topple into somebody's stream.
Monsters are people too. Wanna go on dates like me and you. They go to a club, dance to the beat, and look all around for monsters to meet. Some are hairy, some are scary, but there might be one that they wanna marry. So they pull out the...
Unless you guys have somebody you want me to go raid.
Monster seeking monsters, simple as that. Chat with a zombie, chat with a shark. Got a text from Wolfman, just says bark. Chat with a vampire, chat with a witch. Watch out for the mother, she can be a real. All of the chatter, they gotta decide.
Oh my god, the lyrics to this song are beautiful.
If they lied, you never know for certain if they're the one, but you gotta take a chance, cause that's half the fun. Send a message to me, baby. Oh, I'm a monster, and I want you. Baby, yeah. I want you. Just say yes, and let's go out.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna head off to bed. I was gonna raid somebody, but... Oh, you joined the Discord. Welcome to the Discord, friend. Welcome to the stack. Stack shall rise to the sun. I was gonna do a raid, but I don't know who to raid, so, yeah. So I'm just gonna go to bed, I think. Unless you guys want to raid somebody, if there's something you could think of. Well, let's just raid Bench and Needle. He's working on owls. Not games, but... Oh, dump you guys into the stack. If you feel like sticking around with her, you can. If not, head on out, but might as well dump the chat in there if you guys want to look at some cute owls. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I will see you tomorrow for more art. Alright? Good night. Bye!